I'm saying Kenya could be a state. It is not a trade region. How many states do I have? Loads. Yes, Kenya could definitely be a trade region. Or a state, even. Where else? Tanzania. Same thing. That's not a trade region, so yes, we will state you. I can't afford to core you, though. And then the others, I'm going to say, are worth too little, so I'm not going to bother. Unsure. Hello, boss from Australia. Am I sending trade from Gujarat to Aden? Yes. Oh, no. I am sending it to Zanzibar. Well, that is probably okay, because I don't have as much control over Aden as I would like. How much percentage increase am I missing out on? I'm missing out on a 10% increase, but is that 10% really going to offset the trade I would lose because I only control half of that trade node? Answer, probably not. So I think this is fine. And then yes, we are further modifying this by another 12%. So that is a pretty damned good reason to put a merchant in the Cape, which I've never done before. We're earning 1.3 thousand a month. Guys getting home. Right, so once this is done, I think I'll go and send you to go and get these guys off my forts. Especially if those are going to be places I'm coring. Oh, these are super cheap. Though saying that, I don't exactly have the admin to throw at that particular problem right now. And we are focusing admin too. It's because we have a level 2 admin guy. Ugh. Right, let's go and oust these guys. Let's go... Sod it, go that way, it's fine. We've seen just how much I can smash their armies up, so I'm fairly confident I'm safe to do this one province at a time. Although it looks like they're wrapping up and maybe trying to go and cut him off while I'm distracted by this smaller stack. It's possible. Yet they're sending some people north. That was a poor move. 2 ticks, dead. Stack wipe, 10, it's 11,000 men dead. Consolidate. You're probably going to move in, but this is a defensive battle, which is grassland, so no real change. But again, my army is just stupidly strong compared to theirs. They're coming in with another 20,000. They could try to turn it. Another 6,000 coming in. My troops held steady, theirs did not. That's 47... Call it 48, near enough. 1,000 dead for 13 and a half. And that's dead. So yeah, I think we can say the Dutch army is pretty strong. I think that would be safe to say. I have, however, lost a couple of mercenaries, so I need to go and replace them. How many am I at? 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. You've lost 4 as well, because of attrition. Rebels! We better go and deal with them then. Oh, Poet Kurg, you're in Manchester. Oh, I know it well. Still sieging. And you managed to take the province, but it's adjacent to a fort, so that doesn't matter. Bengal Delta. Okay, so this is going to be all the rebels rising up. I mean, the chance of separatism is pretty high, so I'm not that surprised. Fort will retake it. Can we get you to there? We can't. We can get you to here, and transport too. We can do that. We'll continue converting. Then all of this is going to be territories, so no conversion of that. I do quite like the change coming in the next update, where missionaries are going to cost more. but they can convert everything. And then the religious ideas will reduce the cost of those conversions. I quite like that. I'm currently getting innovative. We're never going to get that. Speaking of getting that, we should probably start pouring some more stuff. Alright, so there's just 3 places left. Alright, so if we were to take land from Gujarat, we want that, and basically everything connecting them. And that would effectively be what we were after. Minimum. Let's just take their coastline. And then take everything else in Gujarat that we can afford. Aggressive expansion be damned. So that will cost me 1.3 thousand for this chunk of territory here. I mean, the other thing that we could potentially do is try and grab this territory here, but I don't think I need that as much. That's in Deccan, which is already being... the majority of which is already being pushed into Gujarat by Gujarat. Although if we take too much control of Gujarat, then they might actually switch their collecting to Deccan. So we'll need to consider that. Rebels about to win somewhere. Oh, crap, they are. Newfoundland. There. 23,000. Yeah, it's because the AI is really wimpy about going after rebels. That's all New Holland. Oh no, that's New Overijssel. So you have another 23,000 men there, plus the 19,000, and you're refusing to go after the 23. Well, that little piece is going to go to Newfoundland. I have an answer to that, though. Once we're no longer at war, I'll just tell Overijssel to go after Newfoundland, and they'll get it back, and more. Rebels have occupied Bengal Delta. I thought I had a fort here. Yeah, apparently I don't. Whoops. That's kind of irritating. That's a long way away. Tonna's base tax has gone up again. Do we have anyone in Africa? Nope, so we'll have to go and deal with the African uprising. We do have, I think, full fort coverage in Africa. I will double check that, though. Pretty sure on the coast we do. I'm being pretty careful about that. So yeah, all of this has got full coverage, so that's fine. That does, this doesn't. Lango is going to need a fort. This does. And then Bemba. I think we were actually waiting for Bemba to be colonized before we did that. Actually, no. Better. Better. Let's cancel that. Lamba would be a better spot. And then Raqqa. Which we'll need to wait for this, which is done in a month. I have 100,000 men trying to siege that down right now. And yeah, you are hemorrhaging troops. You're down to just 35,000. We need to retake that and then make sure we build a fort there. Come on, 16... Oh, July. Misread that. I thought it was June. July. 11. Boom. Build. Level 8. Go. Right. Ships. Pick them up. You. Jump on ships. Sail. Here. Alright. And another age ability. This is the last one. Liberty, Desire, and Same Continent. Well, I don't have any of those, so yay. And there we go. We're still in our golden era, and we've finished all of that. How much money are we making? 1.2 thousand still. How's the war against Russia going? The war against Russia is going great. This is going to be interesting, having a Tuscan Prussia. So basically we've got Spain, France, Netherlands, Tuscan Prussia, Austria, Ottomans, Russia, Scandinavia. Though Scandinavia themselves have been completely hamstrung between me and Prussia. Greenland. Greenland's never got colonised. Wow, it is such unwanted territory that nobody has done Greenland. I almost feel sorry for them. I got virtually all of the lowlands. I think the only bit I'm missing is Liège. Yep. And I've gained a little bit more of France, so I'm going to say that's close enough. Alright, army has arrived. I'm going to put you here. Right, did those rebels take it yet? Yes, they did. Oh, right, war. Can't actually declare on them yet. You've still got full complement. You're missing 4,000 mercs. Should be Norwegian and Norse at the start of the game. It shouldn't. In the 1400s, I think it was, the Pope actually sent a bishop to Greenland to check up on the village there, because they hadn't heard from it in a while and they found it completely deserted, like completely gone. So there were no Western settlers in Greenland at that time. Statists gain power or the Orangists gain power. Right now, the Orangists are still in power. We have a 262 who's actually a subpar ruler, so I'd really like the statists to get some more strength. So army tradition and military power sounds excellent to me. Statists get republican tradition, why? Throughout the ages, war has been the time when the rule of the many gave way to the rule of the few. Being aware of this, we are reluctant to take too many concessions in power to the military, even now that our nation goes to battle. So yeah, we're going to give it to the start. Oh no, statists are gaining a republican tradition. Yeah, that makes sense. Statists, definitely. Let's get these elections going again, even though they are completely pointless for the Dutch Republic. I've decided I'm really not a fan of the government. I used to be. The Dutch Republic government used to be absolutely astonishingly strong, but there are so few of those kind of events which just fired that you don't really get much of a choice between the Statists and the Orangists. Before it was like a real balance of power act. Not anymore. They're too rare. Right, 100,000 versus 82,000. This is what you call a battle. Look at their front line just getting eradicated. 36,000 men dead for 6. 6-1 losses. Ouch. Let's go there, and let's go there. Right, we're going to need to take the forts that we actually want to eventually take from them. Well, that gives me time to get the coring done, so I'm not in a huge hurry. There's just Maraku, which is currently occupied by Gujarat, so I couldn't grab that territory even if I wanted to. It's still really strong, but it can't shift as often. Yeah, which I don't like. Like, the whole point of it before was the constant shifting of power between the Statists and the Orangists. You don't get that anymore. 20,000 more dead. Yikes. Actually, it would be easy enough to change. I just choose one of these. Become a plutocracy. Become an actual merchant republic. With the number of provinces I have, I couldn't do that anymore. If I hadn't stated Africa, I might have been able to. Hang on, let me just double check actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 22, 23. I think it's like 23 or 24 provinces here. And the maximum you can have is 20 as a merchant republic. So it's doable. You'll just have to give up on, like, Belgium. Give up on these two states. Keep London. Keep, like, the minimum of territories here. Cord. And then just have everything else as territories, including the whole of Africa. I don't think that's really worth it. Wow, Tuscany's biting deep into Russia here. Where to begin? It seems that the settlers in Nieuw-Gelderland have ventured into Rio Branco, a province of Nieuw-Brabant, in search of new land and resources. Nieuw-Brabant has then sent their militia to drive them out, and they got overzealous and pursued the settlers back into Gussapati, raiding and burning. So it 20 is a rough limit. It's not a very rough limit. 20 is the limit, because beyond 20 you start suffering Republican tradition penalties, and that gets expensive fast. Greenland was deserted by the Norse-Norwegian colonists by 1448 when the Icelanders checked for the colony. Yeah, that was the papal check-up dude, and was resettled in 1728 by Denmark. Would be cool if Vinland and Greenland were in TK2. They are. Well, not as places you can settle, but there are events which simulate their settlement. See you, Mr. Thompson. And if you're playing with certain settings in EU4, you can find a Vinland already established. It's rare, though. I think I always play with that setting on, and I've never seen it. So it's like super rare. Alright, so we're getting more and more cores done. There are two areas. Oh, I remember this. I somewhere have two areas which don't have any of the trade company investments, and I don't know where they are. Everywhere else should have them. And this is how I discovered that the interior can be trade company too, because I did not realise that last time. Nope, and I still don't know where they are. And there's no way of finding out. You mean a random map? Nope. There is a setting which allows you to set whether you want certain fantastic states to spawn. Finland being one of them. And I think the fabled Chinese colony in California was another. Alright, so we've got the military points for Curacao already, but I think we're going to wait until we can actually not pay an extortionate amount for that. And the rebels here are being annoyingly successful. Although, not really, because they're surrounded by level 8 forts. In the meantime, how are these wars going? Tuscany, do you need more money? Because I can totally send you more money if you need more money. I don't think Tuscany needs more money. Build the final investments everywhere until you find out which is the last that doesn't have some. That could theoretically work. True. There's a reason I don't want to do that. Right, I don't want to put land investments everywhere, the land force limit, because the percentage of troops drilling at any time determines how much your professionalism goes up. So having a very high force limit and only half of it actually filled still means you're suffering 50% penalties effectively. At least I believe that's how it works. Like, don't quote me on that. In fact, if someone can find me a source where that's confirmed, then that would be even cooler. Tana's base tax has gone up again. You really like increasing the base tax. Production! It's a gold mine. Increase the production. 422. Started as a 111. Lack of officers. Lose professionalism or lose 42,000 manpower? Are you mad? In order to keep a sizable professional army efficient, a sufficient number of trained officers are required to carry out the orders and the will of the council. However, increased demand on quality leadership is not matched by the number of officers on our rolls. Although, raising additional levies would get me another 20,000. So this is effectively 2 shots of professionalism. No, it's 1 shot of professionalism. So there's 5 professionalism, which I can do myself, or you lose manpower. So it's not really a choice. They're the same thing. It's just that this one's a lot better if you have no manpower. I'm going to go with the professionalism. Just grumble, grumble, grumble. Industrial urbanization in Calais. And Noop loses some stuff. The growing economy in Calais is attracting people from the entire Great Republic to the province. A steady trickle of people are seen leaving the countryside to seek new work and opportunities and new life in the city of Calais. So Calais dev cost has gone down as well. That's interesting. New core province. Rebels are being successful. Yeah, we are hemorrhaging troops at the moment. Not so much actual manpower, but mercenaries certainly. There you go. Thank you, fighter. Drilling armies 1% per year if 100% of the force limit is drilling. Scaled. And they're about to take this. Are you not a level 8? Because I'm feeling you're not a level 8. Awesome. In fact, you are a level 2. Okay, that needs to be upgraded. I need to go through my build list. Level 8s, sort by cost. These are all correct. So it's just you. Alright, so at least some of the cores are being finished at the moment. I could have used the edict there, I guess, but it doesn't make a huge difference. It's a level 2, so I'd retake it in seconds. Although it may block me from getting back into this area. I'd have to go the long way around. More an annoyance than anything else, though. So what I think I'll do is I'll send this army... No, I'll send this army to go and take them out. And then this army can continue sieging. Because I need to rebuild this one anyway. Oh, and they're both done at basically the same time. I can still pass straight through those territories. Okay. Let's go for the capital. Actually, no, let's go for this. Because that's actually going to completely block them moving between the two. Right? No, there's a connection here. Well, it'd still be annoying. They're coming in with quite a few reinforcements. Might actually lose this fight. Or be forced to withdraw. Then again, with the amount of damage we're doing, maybe not. We'll definitely need to recruit some new people. You've got another 30,000 men on the way. Don't think you're going to make it on time. Oh, that was close. And you've turned around. Okay, good. So we're going to head down here. We're going to recruit another 10,000 mercenaries. In fact, we'll start working on that now. Because it's kind of annoying, but mercenaries disband themselves if they stay at 0 strength for too long. And that is how we get around that issue. And then we can retake that fort, and then fight these guys as they try to retake the territories. Which I'm not going to let happen. 3 more years. Am I making 1.5? I'm making 1.5 thousand. Boom!